Welcome back to the Cancer Killer channel, where we like to kill the cancer. Yes. So, another quick video. I felt like I didn't mention some important things in the last one, such as, okay, I think I was doing really fucking well. I still, on the whole, think I'm doing well, but can't exactly remember what happened, why, what triggered it, or what made. But I just, I wanted to drink some coffee again, and I did, and so I think I've been drinking coffee again for the last 5 or 6 days. I've like bought one packet, and I've just finished it off. It gives you an idea. Get through it quite fast, when I do things, I do. And in fact, some good stuff's come out of that. I've done some good music. I wrote something new, so that's good. But also, yeah, obviously it kind of just completely stops the healing process again. Might even be like making it worse. But it's just life. It's not always easy, and it's not like I'm doing it and I'm hating it. I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm enjoying it. I have, on the whole, I've been feeling all right in myself, and I think that's the main thing. And life is such a complex thing, isn't it? And everyone has to make their own choices, and sometimes they're not the healthiest choices necessarily, but they might, at some level, be the most content, happiest, or just whatever making them, or maybe not, But it's just it's again the same thing of just not judging the choices, and then just thinking, all right, where are we at now? What do we actually want? What do we not want? And then making that clear to ourselves, and then going in that direction. So right now, I guess I want to get back to or go forward to not having the coffee and having the juices, because I can smell it's like the juices stopped and the coffee came back. But the juices, it's great, but it's just it's quite a lot of effort, and the money as well. Obviously, that's a big factor. And having to weigh things up, and so I want to get back on that. I think what I'm going to do after this video, I've got a few other things to do, a few other admin bits, but I think maybe writing out a little sort of timetable, nothing too meticulous, because I've done that before, where I've written out timetables for things, and it planned out too much, and it just doesn't work. You either burn yourself out, or you just think, wait a minute, I don't want to do this, and then it's like, no. But with rough outlines, certain things that I will commit to sticking to, the regular, certain meal times, and sticking to things like that, and maybe exercise at a certain point. And I think to just write down a little bit of structure, and because really it has been about refinding my routine again. About 4 years ago, I got into quite a good routine, but I was almost living by someone else's blueprint. And although that was a very healthy blueprint, it still wasn't living by my blueprint and my inner compass exactly. It was at the time, but then obviously I started eating shit stuff again, and also I wasn't eating the right foods necessarily. I wasn't focusing enough on complete proteins, and I got too skinny and blah blah blah. So I went back to eating meat, and then I probably was eating too much meat, and then amongst all this time, there's been lots of things, sugary treats and this kind of stuff, and cravings, and balancing it out between do I just do I have the sweet thing, or do I use my willpower not to, and gradually going from a place of really not wanting those things anymore, but at the same time, when I do want them, being quite sort of allowing, and kind of just trusting that everything will be okay, and there's a good reason for these wants and whatnot. But at the same time, I'm aware one can just keep going around in circles sometimes if you don't track yourself to some degree, which is I think why the videos are good. Or you have a decent routine, and the thing about routines is you can have a perfect routine, but it still needs to evolve, doesn't it? Just a little bit, because if it doesn't change a little bit, it's another thing which is going to stagnate. We're not robots. we are creatures of evolution, and our spirits and our souls want to expand. So it's like, for me, I feel like I'm sort of like honing that routine in these last few weeks, getting like, all right, what is it that makes me feel healthy and content and happy, and not like I'm spending too much time kind of doing stuff, and ultimately that sort of inner resonance isn't like satisfied. So finding that routine, and I reckon over the summertime, it's just like let it evolve, you know. And I've got big plans for music as well, and with my band and solo, and I've got various other projects going on. And you know, for me, it's like the health has to come first, and it just has to have a really like gracefully evolving routine based around health and happiness. And then the music like bubbling along, like gradually getting more improved, like gradually starting to record things in the studio, gradually doing more gigs, like maybe doing some big gigs, you know. That's my plan. And it's also at the same time just literally living in the day to day and doing what I want to do day to day. Life is not fucking easy, is it? It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what shit you've got going on. You know, people can judge this or that. Some people have got it better, but at the end of the day, everyone's got challenges, everyone's got difficulties, everyone's got things they have to do that they might not want to do. You know, everyone's got, if like people want to achieve what they want to do, they've got to put the work in, they've got to assess, they've got to make progress, they've got to make sacrifices. Like, it's a balancing act. That is the energies of the time for me at the moment. It's like just everyone's just in that mode of like having to use their critical thought process to decide really what the best course of action is. And I'm speaking for the people that are, you know, more in alignment with like what they actually want to be doing, versus the people that are more following some other blueprint still of whatever it is. And yeah, I just feel depressed when I just think about that kind of like blueprint living, you know, especially when it's like the mainstream one, which is like, you know, take the drugs, eat the shit food, you know, go to do the standard office 40-hour week job, like trying to sell something, some bullshit, blah 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 blah. Fuck that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. So yeah, going onwards. Yeah, do a little plan. I might show you that. Anyway, until then, see you later.